No. What a big box. But you know, I like Oh, thanks.
와, 菜跟奶，就是哎，OK 啊，this is not bad 啊，饭，stir fry scrambled egg，
这个哇，还有那个小虾在里面
not bad 啊。
Aunties and uncles killing it.
mention of what. All of it. Later you can see. I can see. If I first one you can see very nice.
Yeah.
Maybe? Safety also. Very nice. All very big car. All black color car, you know. We cannot see one, you know.
I'll leave links to my products in description below, so make sure you check it out. I just came back from disposing my garbage and I realized I left this out. No.